with something nice and short from the Parsha. We begin Sefer Shemos. In Sefer Shemos, we have Moshe Rabbeinu, we have the beginning of Galus Mitzrayim, and we have the incredible acts, the heroic acts of Shifra and Puah, of Miriam and Yocheved. And it's absolutely fascinating that Yocheved and Miriam, two women, risk their lives for Klal Yisrael. They risk their lives for everyone else. And yet, when the Torah says their names, we know they're referred to as Shifra and Puah. And if we think about it for a moment, absolutely fascinating that we know that the reward that they get, Malchus, Kehuna, incredible. But they don't get that the Torah says their names. The Torah doesn't tell us, and they're called by their names of what they did. We all know, Shifra and Puah, that they cooed the baby, that they cleaned up the babies that they helped give birth. Beautiful. But why not call them Yocheved and Miriam? And then let someone else explain to us, oh, you know what they did? They were the ones, they cleaned up the baby and they helped give birth to the babies, etc. Rav Yerucham Levovitz says from here, we see something absolutely incredible. Yocheved and Miriam, Shifra and Puah, their greatness was not just that they risked their lives for Klal Yisrael. Their greatness was not only that they gave everything for someone else. Their absolute greatness was their full, absolute involvement in what they did, down to the smallest of details. They could have risked their life to give birth to the babies and then quickly move on. It was sakanas nefashos. If they were caught, they could have been killed. So they could have showed up, quickly give birth, hand baby over to the mother and say, I'm out of here. You clean up the baby. You tend to the baby. Shifra and Puah, the Torah specifically says their names in such a mannerism to hone in that their greatness was they were so fully involved that they didn't just help give birth to the baby. They were not merely risking their lives for Klal Yisrael. They were involved down to the finest of details. Because if you care so much for someone else, it's not just enough to help give birth to that baby. They would not leave until the baby is clean, till the baby is tended, till the baby is beautiful, till the baby is perfect, till the mommy is settled, and only then could they move on. The Torah particularly tells us their names were Shifra and Puah, B'davka, specifically, to hone in. That was their greatness. And to us, the lesson is, in so many ways, firstly and foremostly perhaps, is when we do something for someone else, do we just do it to fulfill, I did the chesed, I did it? Or do we do it with all the fine nuances, with all the love, with all the care, with the extra wrappings, with the little extra chocolate, with the going that extra mile to make sure that they're not just tended to, but completely comfortable? And maybe on a bit of a deeper level as we learn how we have to be so fully involved in what we do. When we're, again, helping someone, is our mind elsewhere? Or are we fully involved with helping them? And this is in all areas. This is in davening, this is in learning, this is in chasadim, this is in everything. That what we do, we have to learn from Shifra and Puah. Their greatness, they risked their lives, they merited Kehuna, they merited kings. But says Rav Yerucham, the Torah calls them Shifra and Puah to remind us and to teach for all eternity that it was their full involvement in every detail down to the finest nuance. That was their critical greatness. And b'siyata d'shmaya, learning and trying our best to emulate and elevate our own actions should bring us a little bit closer.